I love the Yakuza games, but like all things I love, I have to call out things that are just plain wrong. It just feels like RGG and Sega have lost the plot recently. So let's start with the elephant in the room. If you haven't heard, Yakuza 0 is being delisted in favor of the director's cut version of the game. I don't know if Sega reads comments, but this version is not well received. Why? Because out of nowhere, we have retcons like Lee magically survived a car explosion. I didn't know rubber explosions were a thing. They literally showed the explosion in the flashback. How is anyone supposed to believe he survived this? Oh, because he's built like a brick shithouse? Wow, we're still using the he's a tough guy gimmick? Give me a break. We'll probably see him in like Yakuza 9 with his own bar called Bar Lee or something. Also, the Tokyo tax credit guy is alive for some reason, I guess. Director's cuts are supposed to be alternate versions, sure. But why delist a version that made the right narrative choices? You're forcing new players to experience a version even the devs didn't originally want? And yeah, I get it, business is business, but not like this, man. Continuing on current Yakuza games, let's talk about Yakuza Kiwami 3. This game has had controversy after controversy since it's been announced. The Rikia recast and the other recasts. I've genuinely tried to warm up to the new guy. I stare at it intently every so often, but I just can't. Then there's the Hamazaki actor situation. I won't get into the allegation, but both the new actor and the original actor have had scandals. People all over are clearly not happy, but do Sega really give a shit? Probably not. But my issue is I think RGG is taking it too far with these likeness recasts. And I know we had a lot of memorable likeness actors like Huze and Yagami from the Judgment series, but the recent cast feels so off-putting and don't even feel like they even belong to the character they are trying to play. Where do RGG even find these people? But with all this combined, I am cautiously optimistic with the new remake. We're just gonna have to wait and see until it releases. Speaking of lazy, this leads to me talking about the writing issues I've had with the games in the last couple of games they've been released. And I'm not the only one, especially with the likes of Infinite Wealth and Pirate Yakuza. Listen, Infinite Wealth had great moments. I genuinely enjoyed the gameplay. There are some aspects that are good, but overall, the writing was weaker out of every game I played in the series. Ichiban felt like a side character's own story. I feel like a lot of attention was focused on Kiryu. I know he had cancer. I know he was a down in the dumps, but man, I thought we were gonna transition from Kiryu to Ichiban, and Ichiban was just gonna take over and be the main guy. And also the villains have been absolutely atrocious recently. Villains like Ebina and Bryce were severely undercooked in terms of development. Same goes for the Pirate Yakuza games. I mean, Samoa Joe as a villain, I mean, come on, that shit was buns. The pacing whiplash constantly as well in Infinite Wealth. One moment I'm having an emotional moment, the next moment I'm on a fucking island building IKEA furniture for some freaks. And it's not optional either. I was forced to do this and I have to complete the whole damn tutorial, which took hours. Who even came up with that decision? Pirate Yakuza had the same issue. Fun, wacky gameplay, but the tone was just too goofy throughout the main story, and including it being canon is wild. This is why Man Who Erased His Name is the better guiding game and had better villains, better story, and better emotional beats that kept me going. And I honestly, hot take, honest to God, the Judgment series is peak RGG writing. It has the best writing of all the games they've created up until this point. Those games had me invested from start to finish. I remember all the main and side characters. The villains were developed extremely well, and while the main tone of the story was serious, the side missions were silly but also a ton of fun when you needed a break. And that is what I want these games to be. I feel like they're trying to pander to new players since all they see on TikTok is the funny Bakamitai man doing a cute pose, and that's all our monkey brains want to see. And if you haven't played the Judgment games, by the way, please do. Listen, I'm not saying Yakuza is doomed, but something just doesn't feel right recently, and it's not in a good way. I love this franchise way too much to pretend everything is fine, and I want only the best, so I need to call these out. I wanted to stay true to what made it so special, what we fell in love with originally. But let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with me? You could disagree with me as well. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this little video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.